Well, my name is Jo-Alice Stockwell. I mean, there's a lot of titles for what I do, but I call myself a potter. Maybe it has more to do with the way that I came into pottery, because I just, took lessons and classes and, moved into it that way. It wasn't like I went to school. I think if I did, I'd probably be calling myself a ceramicist, but I like the name potter better. I saw somebody throw at Sturbridge Village, and I was like, I can do that. So I took a class and found out that it was way harder than I thought, but I loved it. It took a while for me to be able to do all that I wanted to do with pottery, because of course in between that I was having children. So I would take a class, and then I would not be able to go, and then I would take another class, and then eventually, of course, I got myself a wheel and tried to set something up with that. It was a very little by little thing in that way, until my children got older and I could do it more, intentionally. But so I've been doing pottery probably since my mid-20s. I think my favorite thing is to throw. Whatever there is for an expression in terms of working on the wheel, that's probably what I like to do most. I think I tend to make curvy things on the most part. A certain kind of grace. I mean, there's just about every shape has some kind of grace. I don't like marketing, so I just do a couple of shows a year. Which also means I have an attic full of pottery. A lot of what influenced me was the earlier people in my life, people who I really admired as potters. It's hard not to incorporate that in some way in what you do. It just becomes part of who you are. I had done a little bit of teaching at Two Rivers, but that was just when the other teacher couldn't be there. Somebody said, there's an opening at Play Dreaming. And so I went and applied and got hired for 2 nights and instantly fell in love with teaching. Instantly. It was like, I just loved the idea of watching other people. It just gave me so much joy to watch other people become potters and develop. I wouldn't say it's 50-50. I'd say it's almost that the teaching has become more important to me than the actual pottery, They're both important to me, but that just, I love it. I love teaching, and I love watching people grow and become their own artists and see what they do. It's so fascinating to me to say, this is what they learned on the wheel, but this is the direction they took. Mm-hmm. Totally different direction than me. That's the thing about clay that's so exciting. It is endless possibilities of doing the same thing. It's amazing. I wish I had a t-shirt that said, give yourself grace. Just give yourself grace. You know what I mean? That's the thing that I most want students to see. And so many times I've had students come along and say, oh, but I still don't have centering. It's like, of course you don't have centering. You know what I mean? It's okay. Give yourself the time to get there. just to trust the process and to look at the mistakes you made, not as mistakes, but as an actual building block to getting better, like as a plus. So give yourself grace, as you're learning, because I think that's one of the things we don't realize. We want it to always be fun, because that's why a lot of people get into it as a hobby. But there's a discipline too, and that's okay. That takes time and practice and a little discipline to get there. So, yeah.